What is goody, everybody? So pretty much in this video I'm just doing it just because it's nothing really like a too much serious video, but it's just a little idea that I just decided to come up with just because there's nothing really much happening with the Clippers. So pretty much in this video um it's just gonna be on why me and Clip Gang or Don't Bang should be the general manager of the Los Angeles Clippers, and how both of us we will make the Clippers a complete wrecking force of the NBA, and nothing can stop us. So let's dig in. So number one, when I take over as the general manager, immediately me and Clip Gang Don't Bang. We're first thing me and Cliff Gang Don't Bang gonna do. We're gonna pressure Tyronn Lue. We're gonna press Tyronn Lue. We're gonna say, hey, play Brandon Boston Jr. more minutes. And also first thing, we're gonna bring back J Scrub too. And also we're gonna make Tyronn Lue play J Scrub minutes as well too. But obviously mainly Brandon Boston. But Scrub, yeah, they're both gonna get playing time like at the same time. Cause we all know what Brandon Boston Jr. can do. Very scary player. Well, scary to if you're playing against him. Like, the upside is just unbelievable. And like I said, whoever wants to trade Brandon Boston Jr. can just shut the fuck up. And as for Scrub, he's very slept on in the Clippers community now. People are gonna mistake Scrub for, oh, he just can't hit his shots, so we're just gonna have to trade him, blah 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 blah, or just let him walk, which is will be a pretty stupid idea. So that's the first thing me and Cliff Gang Domain gonna do. We're gonna bring back Scrub, and we're just gonna keep encouraging Tyronn Lue to play Brandon Boston Jr. and Scrub more minutes. Like, we're gonna promote this thing called splitting the pie. Splitting the pie means that, like some days, like if you're not too comfortable with playing, Brandon Boston Jr. and Scrub, you don't have to play them as much minutes, but we're gonna push Tyronn Lue. We're gonna say, hey, make sure they play at least make sure Brandon Boston plays at least 15 minutes at at minimum. 15 minutes at minimum. And as for Scrub, play like 10 minutes, 15 minutes would be nice too, but yeah. And then when it's like like every 3 games, or when we would play like a pretty like mid or trash team, we're gonna get on Tyronn Lue's head. We're gonna tell Tyronn Lue to play Brandon Boston Jr. at minimum 25 minutes or 30 minutes. We're gonna play him that much minutes. We're gonna use Boston and Scrub as a second unit, and then as the main second unit can take a little light breather, and they could just get some light minutes, and you know what I'm saying, just do their thing. And the Clippers will still be a scary team, but we do it smartly. Work smarter, not harder, everybody. And then now, pretty much, we're gonna do some trades. But however, it's not gonna be the trades that you guys would expect, because we're gonna do this thing called shedding. This is a period of shedding. No, we're not gonna try to trade for any names or any center or any of that, because I believe the Clippers are well rounded. I think we're pretty good enough. And the Clippers, yeah, they're kind of a little weak on the center position. Actually, like on paper wise, we look pretty fucking weak on the center position. But we got Ivica Zubac, who's, I believe that he's been slandered a little too much in the Clippers community. Like, just because, he's more of a traditional big. But I believe that people forget that Zubac plays solid interior defense, and he's a solid rebounder, and he's pretty good at setting up screens. But I feel like we could just feed Zubac the ball more often, and that would help a lot. And I'm a big proponent of playing Musa Diabate big minutes, so that's what we're also going to press Tyronn Lue as well too. Play Diabate like 15 to 25 minutes, cause that boy is an energy bunny. That boy is simply an energy bunny. Like he could play backup center or just play him as more like a power forward, like a Robert Covington type role. And also we got Moses Brown. Moses Brown, like I know, like lots of Clippers fans, they may not be too comfortable with Moses Brown. They would say like he's kind of like they would see him as a third stringer, all that. I'll be the first one to say it. I would not mind giving Moses having Moses Brown as a backup center. Yeah, he's like kind of like a little bit raw and stuff, but if you really think about it in a nutshell, like I've been kind of like seeing some Moses Browns, like especially his highlights or especially how we faced against the Oklahoma City Thunders. He blocked. He got 8 blocks, well 7 blocks, and judging from his highlights, he seems to be a pretty good rebounder. Like he gets double digits rebounds, like 13 rebounds, 16 rebounds, which is, hey, that is a huge plus to get a guy that can rebound really good. Of course he can't shoot the three. Um, he's like more like kind of like Zubac to an extent. He's like a traditional big that's more like inside the paint and it's not the best in guarding outside. So, but he's a pretty good rebounder from what I've seen. But I heard he kind of has like a little low IQ. But I mean, I don't mind signing someone like a Boogie Cousins because Boogie Cousins he has that nice, good, scary, tough guy demeanor that he could crush you down low and get rebounds. His lateral quickness is not the prettiest, but on the offensive end and the rebounding side of end, he will be pretty tough. Or we can also just find another center that could compete with Moses Brown. It could be just like a Harnstein and Harry Giles again. Like we could get a guy like Jay Huff or something like that, who also seems to be like a really big, like wide frame big man that could kind of shoot the ball, who could kind of like get rebounds and blocks like Brown, but he's like more all around to a certain degree. So I would love to see like a like a training camp trial to see who is the better big man to choose. So that could be another option. But yeah, we're just gonna do just that. Like Moses Brown, if you really think about Moses Brown's game, he's like a salmonella version of Rudy Gobert. Like, because we all know Rudy, he's more of an inside, really big man that just gets rebounds and gets putbacks. Moses Brown is kind of like that to an extent, but he's just really raw. So that's what I mean by a salmonella version of Rudy Gobert, which is he's very raw, like very raw. But in a nutshell, he's a salmonella version of Rudy Gobert. But anyways, now let's talk about what does shedding mean? What type of trades we're gonna do? So trade number one, what me and my homie Clip Gang and Don't Bang will be down to be doing. Clip Gang Don't Bang, do you agree with the trades? Let me know in the comment sections, or anybody else you agree with the trades or not. Um, but anyways, let's check this out. So the Clippers, we ship off Luke Kennard to the Orlando Magics, and the Clippers get a 2023 first round picks. The Magic do need to like match the salary or whatever the face is, but so they just did this, trade them, and we just find a third team just to dump all the contracts to, or heck, maybe we could just take them in and we could just always waive them or something like that. So, but anyways, we get a 2023 first round pick, which could land us like in a lottery, like a lottery pick. Like worst case scenario, it could be like in the teens. Best case scenario, it could be like the 8th pick, 7th pick, which would be really, really beautiful. Think about like if I had to put my trades into an analogy, it's like the Golden State Warriors trading D'Angelo Russell for for a first round pick, which landed Dan Kuminga. These types of trades I'm gonna be doing is just gonna it's just essentially gonna gonna be just for the 2023 draft picks because boy, boy, the 2023 draft class, it's scary. It really is scary. Like it's so good that literally, like honestly, 5 to 7 players would definitely be number one pick if they just went to any other draft class. That's how stacked is that draft class. Like, you have no idea how crazy is this draft class. So, instead of the Clippers just getting caught up with wanting to trade for Kyrie Irving or Miles Turner or Mo Bamba, the Clippers should just simply just stockpile as many 2023 picks so we can select as many good prospects that will help us in the long run because the Clippers already are really good enough in every single position, like at least at the meantime, because for point guard we got John Wall and Reggie Jackson. Shooting guard, we just have gazillions of them. Small forward, we have gazillions of them. Power forward, you have Robert Covington and Nick Batum and Musa Diabate if you want to call him a power forward. Or you can always move him to a center. For center, you got Zubac, who could get the job done, and Moses Brown, like I said, he's a salmonella version of Rudy Gobert. Or the Clippers could always just try to find someone a little cheap like a Boogie Cousins, which if we do play Boogie, play him with John Wall because that's when the chemistry will be so perfect. Like, also would be a good veteran locker room. And or we could just always find a random backup big to kind of compete the minutes with. Like, anyways, this is trade number one. Luke Kennard to the Orlando Magics. Now, why would the Orlando Magics want to do this? Well, Orlando, they've been really trash for a long time. Like they never made past like literally the first round of the playoff. And the Orlando Magic, they're an up and coming team. They got Franz Wagner, they got Cole Anthony, and they recently selected the man Halo Banchero, a really good, exciting forward. They brought back Mo Bamba, but who do they need? They need a guy who has the green release. And the green release is the man Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard, we love Luke Kennard. I know a lot of y'all are big like Luke Kennard fans, and rightfully so. Um, when we first got him, a lot of us, including me, I'll admit, slept on Luke Kennard. But now Luke Kennard's like he showed that he's one of the best 3-point shooters in the league, and Orlando, they're definitely gonna at least think about doing this trade because that man is 45% from the 3-point line and he's 24, 25 years old. So like they're definitely gonna try to trade a first round pick for Luke Kennard, which would definitely improve their records because Luke Kennard now he's gonna be the main starter of the shooting guard. He's gonna get all the freedom to shoot the ball and he's gonna have a career year. While the Clippers, we have a really good draft capital. We get like let's say the 12th pick, worst case scenario. Like we could, I'll just dig in who could we get later on. But anyways, this is just one of my two trades that I would do. Like now, next trade, what I would do. This is more of a realistic one. I'm sure all Clippers fans they're more into trading Marcus Morris, and I would trade Marcus Morris to any contending team for like, well, not a hardcore contending team. I would try to trade Morris at first for like a semi like contending team who's trying to like kind of like upgrade the roster to the next level. Now this one, you may not be a big fan of it because we're kind of playing with fire over here because it's the New Orleans Pelicans who we just recently defeated. But Morris, he has on and off game. He was kind of like a Lou Williams back in 2020. Like when he's on, he's deadly. When he's off, he gets cooked on defense, and he just cannot hit shots. But I mean, I'm not as hostile towards Marcus Morris compared to other Clippers fans because a lot of Clippers fans they would just give Morris like just bam, just give him up. But I wouldn't mind giving up either because that way it frees up minutes for Robert Covington, or it just frees up minutes for Brandon Boston Jr. Because keep in mind, we still have Terrence Mann as a small forward. We still have Amir Coffey as a small forward. Like, we have endless wing depth. So, it's not going to really be too bad. And then the Clippers just get all these players, but, I mean, like, we will most likely just cut everybody because, we don't need any of these guys. We just cut every single of these players. And then the Clippers get the 2023 Lakers first round pick. We can also instead just try to get the Pelicans first round pick, but I just went for the Lakers first round pick because the Lakers are going to be pretty hot garbage next year because fuck, they haven't done shit. They still got Russell Westbrook and LeBron James and Anthony Davis, so the pick is going to be pretty good for us. Let's just say that. It's going to be, I'll just think worst case scenario, it could be like the 18th pick, or maybe if they actually do somewhat good, 20th pick, but that's only when they get Kyrie, and that shit's not happening. So that, so hey, we might as well get 2 lottery picks. Like, fuck, it'll be amazing, bruh, amazing. Or another option that the Clippers could do, like it's kind of less riskier, but it's like a lower reward to a little extent, but this is a second option to trade Marcus Morris. I also have options of trading Luke Kennard too, and it's my 3 teams. Like I would only ship Luke Kennard to. I would ship Kennard to the Orlando Magics, the Sacramento Kings, or maybe the Indiana Pacers, just because like they could kind of use a shooting guard that is dead efficient. So, but again, they may have Chris Duarte, but we'll see. But like it could get us a good first round pick. So that is that. Then next, but option 2 of Marcus Morris trade. Um, this was from my phone, and I just managed to save it. So pretty much, the Clippers would trade Marcus Morris to the Atlanta Hawks because they could also use a guy who's like a really good scorer, and well, they have. I mean, like they could use a power forward like Marcus Morris, who's a pretty good scorer because I don't think they have any good scoring power forwards. I mean, they got Bogdan, but he's more like a 2. But we get the first round pick, and some of y'all might love it because we get Lou Williams back. But Lou Will, I would not play him too many minutes. I would just use him as a guy who would mentor the young talent more because Lou Will has a lot in his bag, but when he's off, he gets cooked on defensive end. But I mean, this could be like a nice bittersweet trade for the Clippers. And hey, we get our first round pick. So worst case scenario, the picks could be like maybe like in the 20s, like in the really high 20s. Best case scenario, the Clippers could get their picks in the really late teens. So essentially, the Clippers get 3 first round picks in 2023, which is a very loaded draft class. So what now? What the Clippers do? So pretty much, we free up a lot of minutes for Brandon Boston Jr. So he enjoys the fruits of getting all the minutes, and he fucking dominates, and he fucking wins Most Improved Player, and he fucking eventually gets makes it to the All Star. Well, that'll be a far fetched dream, but he at least has a Jordan Poole breakout year if both of these trades happen. And Amir Coffey gets more minutes as well too, so he improves a lot. Scrub gets some minutes. He has his hot and cold moments, but he starts getting in rhythm and he starts putting the Clippers on notice on hey, he's a big valuable piece. And of course, Kawhi and PG they dominate as usual. Zubac, he does his thing, especially when he plays with Kawhi. Kawhi would feed on the ball regularly, and Zubac, like fans remember Zubac is a pretty good big man, and presumably the Clippers get maybe like Boogie Cousins, and he does his job too, or heck, Moses Brown, he becomes a breakout for us. Diabate, Um, he's a really good, promising forward. Gets the rebounds. Um, Energy Bunny, simple as that. Wall balls the fuck out. Reggie Jackson balls the fuck out. And then playoff comes. We just beat everyone in our fucking way. We beat the fucking Warriors. We beat the fucking Phoenix Suns. We beat whatever. Just any teams who beat us. Like I said, it's not too, like a really serious video. It's just me just fucking around at this point. But hey, and then we go to the finals and we face the Boston Celtics. And then we beat the Boston Celtics and we fucking win the championship. And then I will find every reason why to put Kawhi Leonard as the greatest basketball player of all time. And then we celebrate. And then draft night arrives. Draft night arrives. So we get, um, so we have like 3 picks. And then we get like, let's just be in La La Land for a little bit. Let's say best case scenario, Clippers get top 7th pick. The Lakers pick, they become so ass. We get the 13th pick, and then for the Clippers, we get like the 30th pick or something like that. And then a lot of teams they might holler at us to trade for our picks, and I'm gonna predict. Let's just say which star will get dissatisfied and who wants to trade to a different team. So let's just say Joel Embiid. He wants out because, after the Sixers they keep choking and choking and choking because Doc Rivers is stupid. So the Sixers are going to call the Los Angeles Clippers for trade Joel Embiid for the 7th and the 13th pick and Brandon Boston Jr. And then me and Clip Gang and Don't Bang, we just stick our middle fingers up. We just say fuck you to all the fake casual Clippers fans who probably would be supporting to trade the pick, and we just hang up the phone. We just, bam, we just hang up the phone. And then our draft selections, our beautiful draft selections. We select with the 7th pick, we select Gregory Jackson, who's basically a taller Zion Williamson or a Giannis Antetokounmpo. This is just like my fucking shitty edit. I don't really give 2 fucks about it, what y'all think, but hey, we got Gregory Jackson, the guy like with the number 8 jersey, and then with the 13th pick, we select Amen Thompson. Um, a really exciting electric point guard. He's kind of like a Penny Hardaway type player, or heck, we could also go with guys like Tyrese Proctor or who's also a really good, exciting point guard too. Cason Wallace, the point guard from Kentucky. If Amen Thompson is not available, but hey, and then for the what's his face for our third first round pick for like in the 20s, we just select whoever. Like let's just say Derek Lively falls pretty low just because again the draft class is stacked, or Cal Flipkowski will work, but anyways, I'm just fucking around at this point, so let's just look at my big board who I would just like dream to be a Clippers. So the guys on the lower end, like those are the more realistic picks. Like Kaysen, we don't know where he's gonna be at. He could be a really high draft pick, or he's gonna slip pretty low. Clark and Dior, they're definitely gonna be on the lower picks, believe it or not. But all these guys are just like kind of like my dream picks, who I want the Clippers to take. I could put Lively on the lower side if I'm being honest, but if I swear, if we get Amen Thompson and Gregory Jackson, if we get a duo of them, I would fucking throw a party. I would be so damn fucking happy, bro, because y'all have no idea how stacked is the 2022 draft class, because this is the draft class of Victor Wembanyama, Scoot Henderson, Nick Smith, Anthony Black, Keontae George, Amari Bailey, Dariq Whitehead, like like 5 players that would definitely be a number 1 pick if they declare to any other draft class. That's the reason why Shadon Sharp he were classified to the 2022 NBA draft. Is because this draft class is just gonna be so fucking stacked, so fucking stacked, and after what After the Clippers select Amen Thompson and Gregory Jackson, the Clippers just become unbeatable at this point. We become like the Golden State Warriors. We probably wouldn't face each other a lot with Jordan Poole and Kuminga and Wiseman. It's going to be a really fun battle, and the Clippers will just become a really successful team. And by 2035, the Clippers will probably win like 11 chips with Amen Thompson, who just throws up dimes, or Tyrese Proctor, who would just throw up dimes as well too, but less athletic. But yeah, Amen Thompson, he just throws all the lobs to Gregory Jackson. He just gets the fucking dunk, and then he would just, and Amen would throw up another lob, and Scrub would catch the lob, and Scrub he would get a body. He would catch a body. He would probably dunk on Anthony Davis and LeBron James at the same time, and it's gonna be up in the picture frames. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. But hey, Steve Ballmer, this is why me and Clip Ganger Don't Bang deserves to be the general manager of the Los Angeles Clippers, because we're gonna make it a scary team. We're gonna make the Clippers a scary team. Alright, I gotta have a good one, alright? So pretty much, have a good one, have a good day, or have a good night if it's nighttime. Be sure to leave a comment down below on what you think. Like, would you be down for me and Clip Game Don't Bang to be the general manager of Clippers? I mean, we'll make the Clippers unstoppable. Let's just put it that way. And if y'all would disagree with the video, or you don't like my trolling, just take your angers out on the comment section so you could feed up my algorithm, and I'll fucking talk my shit, and algorithm's just gonna go up. But anyways, peace.